Welcome to another episode of Class Haven Farms. So what we got going on today? Well, today we need to take care of some egg layers. We need to move some turkeys. I need to take care of the goats and get them squared away. And then we'll pull the Wolfe Ridge 28 Pro X out and get some more wood split out here at the front of the house. And I just figured maybe I would talk to you guys in the meantime of doing all of that, because it's been a while since we've done a video, and I'm sure you guys are wondering what we've been up to. So stay tuned. If this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Andy, and this is Class Haven Farms. So as I said, pretty busy day today, and I have to do all of this before I go back to my town job. So I had to work my town job this morning for a couple hours, came home, made some breakfast, hung out with the dogs for a little bit, and now just taking care of some chores that we have around here and getting feed and stuff ready for the goats. So yeah, so a lot of stuff going on. I know the last video that I did was probably the super clean video, which I'll link up here at the top so you can watch that. And then prior to that was us getting the Wolfe Ridge 28 Pro X. I'll link that video up here at the top if you haven't seen that. And I did one months back where I was doing a giveaway for Grub Terra. I haven't forgot about you guys. I think there was only 2 of you guys that entered in for that contest. So probably try to get that video out here in the next week or so. I know the Chicken Whisperer wants to be with me to do that giveaway. So I'm going to honor that, make sure he's here with me. He's not with me this weekend. And yeah, so let's get the goats fed. You guys want some breakfast? Huh? Do you want some breakfast? I'm going to feed you guys over here so everybody can watch you, okay? I know, I don't normally feed you guys over here, but come on. Don't bang your horns into the planter. There you go. There you go, Myth. There you go, buddy. All right, so those are our 4 goats. We use them for clearing land here and keeping the brush cut back. Hey, Lily, don't jump up on the gator because I don't want you to knock the tripod over. So as I said, I've been very busy. It's been hard to get videos out. This summer was really hard with the Chicken Whisperer and coaching the baseball team and him making the all-star team and then coaching that as well. So yeah, that was kind of a problem there. And then just trying to keep up with everything, all the broilers that we had, just all the firewood that's been coming in. And today's a pretty special day, and I want to put a shout out. I know this video will come out after this event, but Jack from Log Cabin Firewood, I linked up with him, and they are doing their Splitting for Hope event today up in Stewartstown, Pennsylvania, along with the guys at York Firewood and WD-30. So Will over at WD. So I caught up with those guys last night, and I delivered a blanket, which I'll go ahead and put that picture up of the blanket that was delivered last night to Jack and those guys. That blanket came from a good friend of mine. She has an organization. It's a nonprofit group. It's called Patches for Peds. And her name is Kathy. Kathy donates her time and makes these blankets for kids that are going through cancer treatments. And she found out about the Hope event through something that I had shared from one of Jack's videos, which I will actually link that video up here at the top so you can watch that to see what I'm talking about. And so she reached out to me and said, hey, I can get a blanket made up if you can get it up to those guys. And I hit Jack up. He said, absolutely. I had some shirts, hoodies and t-shirts that I had shipped up to Jack. And then Kathy ended up hitting me up late yesterday that she had the blanket done. Of course, the event was for today. So once I got done with my regular town job, I came home, took care of the animals real quick, jumped in the truck, and drove about 2.5 hours up to Stewartstown, Pennsylvania to deliver that blanket to Jack so they could auction it off today for their event. So I hope those guys are having a great event. I really wish I could be there, and I told Jack that I already have next year's date already penciled into my calendar, actually penned into my calendar, because I will be there next year, so we can take the Wolfe Ridge. Hopefully the Chicken Whisperer will be able to go with me. But couldn't make it up there today. As I said, I worked this morning for my regular town job, and then I have to go back in this afternoon. And with that being dependent on traffic 2 hours away, I was like, man, I get off at 7 from this job. Even if I came home and had everything loaded, it would take me 2 hours to get up there. And then I might have maybe 2 hours of splitting with the guys up at the Hope event. And then I would have to turn around and come back home, get enough time to get changed, get cleaned up, and then go back in. So I just said, you know what? I need to stay home, take care of some stuff here. And I need to do a YouTube video because I haven't done one in a while. And I probably should elaborate a little bit more. So the blankets that Kathy makes, Kathy is a member of one of our volunteer fire departments down here in our county, in Calvert County. And she gets patches from fire departments, police departments, actually some kind of special patches sometimes for other things, from all kinds of different agencies from all around the country and even outside countries. And she takes those police and fire patches and she sews them onto these blankets that she makes. And then for kids, she usually puts their name up at the top. And for our Hope event, she put Hope, Hope, for the event up at the top. So so I'm going to link Kathy's Facebook page for Patches for Peds down here in the description. So if those of you that, look, here goes Ding and Dong. Look at him. Look at him. Hey, thank you. Trying to do a video. They've been cooped up, so I can't really get mad at them. But anyway, if you have patches, if you're a member of a fire department or police agency or anything like that, and you have some extra patches, Kathy's organization her Facebook page will be down in the description. Click on that. You can contact her, get some patches sent out to her. Really, really cool thing. You know, families that are going through that stuff, kids that are going through that stuff, just kind of gives them something, you know, and it kind of gives them hope. Hence the name of the organizations. All right, let's go down and go take care of the egg layers and the turkeys and watch these two ding dongs run around like crazy dogs. So if you've been watching some of my YouTube short videos and Facebook videos, Lily, our shepherd, loves to run security down here prior to me coming down to our bottom field. So here she is now. She always runs ahead of me. Oh, lost my water bottle. Anyway, she's down here with the egg layers now, checking on them. But she's always got to run security. And she always has to scan everything to make sure that it's safe for me and Ruby to come down here. If there was anything down here, whether it's a fox, coyote, any of that, she will come right back to me and lets me know, hey, something's not right, Dad. Something's not right. But I guess everything's good. She's going to check out the trailers. She'll probably run up to my neighbor Kevin's house. Because she got spoiled by Kevin this summer, didn't you? Yes, you did. You got spoiled by Mr. Kevin. So Mr. Kevin had to take care of you for about a week while the Chicken Whisperer and I went on vacation. And Lily got to go up to Mr. Kevin's house and Mr. Adam's house. And she got to go all these places that she doesn't normally get to go. And now she just thinks, oh, I can go to Mr. Kevin's house anytime I want. I can go right up there and do whatever I want. So I've had to kind of break her of that. The only bad thing is that the minute Kevin or Adam come outside, she doesn't listen to me. She just takes off to them. But it's all good, right? All good, Lil. All right, go run some protection. I'm going to go take care of these egg layers, right? So yeah, so egg layers, getting big. Babies that we hatched. Well, we swapped these babies that we hatched with a friend of mine so we could kind of strengthen up our group here. I do have our one rooster. Where's he at? He got attacked by our OG rooster, and they had a pretty nasty battle. So some of these roosters, that's our original. He'll stay around. He's a good rooster. He doesn't go after me or the Chicken Whisperer, but he does a good job protecting the girls. But he does not like when some of these other younger roosters are jumping on his girls. So some of these other roosters will be going here soon when we process our turkeys, because as some of you know, I do not like to keep a bunch of roosters. Just don't like to do it. And yeah, so we got some good looking birds here. And there's Ethel. Still got old Ethel. Look at her. Ethel girl, what are you doing? Yep, Ethel's still here. Still got Pickles. There's the OG of the hen yard right there. Pickle Pick. Still got the OG. I don't even know how old Pickles is. She might be 9 now. I don't know. Her previous owner, if you're watching this video, leave a comment down in the description. How old is the OG of the hen yard? Look at her. Still a good looking girl. We get maybe 1 egg a year out of her. And the chicken whisperer always knows when it's a Pickles egg. All right, let's get these guys taken care of. All right, let's go get some turkeys moved. There's Ding and Dong running around the field. This is what they do. Lily wants to play. Ruby wants to hunt. So Lily will pick at Ruby until she pisses her off. And then Ruby starts chasing her. And then Lily gets exactly what she wants. Smart shepherd. Yep. Here the girls. That's what they love to do, man. This is their thing. There's the turkeys. I locked them up last night. Came home late from dropping that blanket off to Jack. And got them locked up in the chicken tractor here. I have been slacking. I need to build the other one to put the roosting poles in. I just haven't done it. So they haven't had roosting poles. They really need to have roosting poles. That's really my fault there, but just is what it is. So we're going to pull this fence up. I'm actually going to take the chicken tractor, move it down here, and then we're going to move them down across here. But I'm going to take all of this fence up and rearrange all this fence and move it. So that way they have a protective barrier. But turkeys are looking good, so let's get these guys moved. Turkeys are moved. So if you guys have ever watched my broiler videos, you know one thing that I like to do, at least especially with the broilers using this style chicken tractor, is I try to make almost what I call a chicken alley, because it makes it a lot easier for me when moving this. So even though I'm letting these guys roam, unlike what the broilers get to do, I still move this chicken tractor. Oh, got one fluffing up, look. I love watching that. I still move this chicken tractor once every morning. One, because it's easier for them to understand the move. It's easier for them to know when it's time to eat. But it also keeps this area of just having an even amount of manure load. Lily, come. So that way, if I left this here for a week, that thing would be disgusting and it would stink. And then Adam would smell it, and then Kevin would smell it, and then Gerald would smell it. So this way, I don't have that problem. Lily, get over here. Lily, come. Uh-huh. There's another dog over there. She's never seen that dog. Yeah, what are you doing, ding-a-ling? Good girl. Wait, listen, good girl. But anyway, so yeah, so turkeys are out. Look, just got a grasshopper. Look at that thing, boy. Freaking pterodactyls here, eating stuff. All right, so they're done. Lily? Lily Lynn, come here. Uh-huh. Yeah. So anyway, all right, let's go jump on the gator, and we're going to go up, get the 790 out of the barn, get the 28 Pro X out of the barn, and start splitting some wood on the front side of the property. All right, got the 28 Pro X set up down here. So the game plan is I got to level this thing out, and then we're going to take all this big gum, get this split up. I've already done all the oak that was here. There's a big pile of oak here, big pile of oak here. Some of these pieces here need to be bucked up some more because they're a little bit too long to go into the 24-inch section of the Wolfe Ridge. But we'll get this stuff split up, and I'm just going to toss it into the gator and then run it over to the IBC totes because it'll just be easier that way. This stuff's pretty big, and I don't feel like double and triple handling it. But yeah, so the game plan, get this stuff done, get this stuff bucked up and moved and split and out of here. Then the goats will get moved down here into all this. And then from here, after they clear all this up, they will get moved down this hill. And then I'll run them along the guardrail here, down there, and then down here around that holly tree. And then after that, they will come back up this hillside here, get towards the back of the house. And that should put them there for wintertime, which is perfect. Puts them closer to the water source, puts them closer to electric if I need it. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get this thing leveled out and get to splitting. And I have found with this Wolfe Ridge, you want to stabilize it, especially if you're putting big pieces on this log lift. So the 28 Pro X comes with a stabilizer up front, also comes with one here on the back. And then we'll get this thing leveled out. It'll be a lot sturdier. Man, thing's tight. Definitely does not feel good on my ankle to do that. I don't know why I did that. That was dumb. That was very dumb. Be paying for that one tomorrow. There we go. Well, I'll tell you what, these goats are gonna love this. Whew. The mythosaur's been standing there because he knows this is where they're coming. They're not dumb. They're so smart. And he's just been making noise at me all morning like, Dad, come on. Seriously, I know where I'm going. Why aren't you letting us over there? But I want to at least get this big stuff done. If I don't get the stuff done that's got to get bucked up, that's okay. They can chew on the bark. It really doesn't hurt anything. But I definitely want to get all this other stuff done. All right, let's get to going. Whew, that electric start is so nice. All right. So this seems like a good spot to go ahead and stop for today. You know, it's kind of crazy with YouTube. This right here, this amount of wood was maybe 8 minutes of work, maybe less than that. I don't know. It takes more time setting cameras up and moving cameras around than it does to do this work. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and keep rolling on the rest of this wood because I only have a couple more hours before I got to go back to my town job. But as I said in the beginning of this video, I hope the guys up at the Hope event had a great time. I saw Tom's Firewood posted something, so you can check them out. You know, it's a really cool event. Wish I could be there. I'll definitely be there next year. I've already got it set in my schedule in my phone, so I will definitely be there for next year. And the best part is next year it's September 11th, so you can't forget that, right? We can't forget September 11th. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you like this kind of stuff, make sure you hit that subscribe button, follow us along. And as I always say, we are also on Facebook and Instagram under Class Haven Farms. I'm going to try my best to get back to some type of normalcy, getting videos put on here. I'll just be straight up with you guys. It's with some of the financial stuff that I've had over the years, it's a lot easier for me to go to that town job today and know that I have, you know, a certain amount of money coming in to keep up on the bills and to get my dad paid back for the divorce and all that stuff. I like doing YouTube. I'd love to get to the point where I sell firewood. I know a lot of people look at some of the wood that I split and some of the comments that I get, and people say to me, oh, some of your stuff is ridiculously big, or it's too small, or you save the scraps. I've noticed you save the scraps. Why would you do that? Well, I heat my entire house with firewood. This is it. And I have an indoor wood furnace that I can literally get 24-inch pieces in if I turn it at an angle to get in there. So sometimes, you know, I need small pieces like this to get a fire going. Sometimes I need medium-sized pieces. Sometimes I just need big overnight pieces that got nice knots in it, and most firewood guys hate that stuff that sell it, but I love it because that's the perfect thing for me to put in before I go to bed, or if I'm leaving for work and I know I'm not going to be able to come home for, you know, 8 hours or whatever. I know I can stuff a couple big pieces in there if I got a good bed of coals, and that's just going to burn. Because as I said, this is my only way of heat, is this. So yeah, if you like this kind of stuff, make sure you follow us along on all those social media platforms. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Drop a comment down below and let me know what you thought of today's content. And as always, I'll see you on the next one.